Good evening and welcome. In tonight's news, the Jordan Hashemite charity organization says a new aid convoy has arrived in the northern Gaza Strip. At least 41 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli attacks throughout the Gaza Strip today, including 33 in the Jabalia refugee camp. And the Israeli army blows up houses in a South Lebanon border village as clashes continue with Hezbollah. To the details, hello and welcome again. Prime Minister Jafar Hassan emphasized the government's commitment to cooperating with the private sector and all stakeholders in medical tourism, leveraging Jordan's distinguished medical status globally. The Prime Minister made the remarks in a meeting that followed his previous encounter with the heads of health professional associations at the Prime Ministry last week. Hassan stressed the need to simplify procedures for incoming patients seeking treatment from abroad. He highlighted the importance of collaboration with Jordanian embassies to support the private medical efforts or sector's efforts in showcasing its development, unique features and extensive capabilities, along with its skilled human resources. The meeting also covered the necessary steps to activate this sector and improve procedures that facilitate patients' access to the kingdom for treatment. Foreign Minister Ayman al-Safadi said the horror Israel is bringing on the entire population of the northern Gaza Strip is inhumane, pure evil, and a war crime that humanity should not tolerate. Safadi boasted on X, stating that the ongoing Israeli massacre demands immediate and decisive international action, including an arms embargo and effective sanctions. Safadi emphasized that the Israeli government is continuing its inhumane war crimes because the world is allowing it to happen. The foreign minister called on the Security Council and the international community to take a stand and not permit this barbaric crime to continue for even one more minute. He added that failing to halt this massacre is a shame for the entire international community. Safadi insisted that Israeli occupation forces must be prevented from burning any more Palestinian children alive, committing further murders or destroying any more schools and hospitals. His comments came in response to a deadly Israeli airstrike that killed at least 87 Palestinians in the northern Gaza city of Beit Lahia. The Jordan Hashemite charity organization said a new aid convoy has arrived in the northern Gaza Strip. The organization said the 55-truck convoy consisted of emergency relief supplies, including flour, food parcels, personal hygiene items, children's food, ready-to-eat meals, and blankets. And in the Gaza Strip, at least 41 people have been killed in Israeli attacks throughout the Gaza Strip since morning today, including 33 in the Jabalia refugee camp. Israeli occupation forces blew up homes and besieged schools and shelters for displaced people today as they pushed deeper into Jabalia in the northern Gaza Strip. Residents and medics said occupation forces also rounded up men and ordered women to leave the camp. Health officials said they refused orders by the Israeli army, which began a new incursion into the north of the Palestinian territory over 2 weeks ago to evacuate 3 hospitals in the area or leave the patients unattended. And in the occupied West Bank, Israeli forces detained 18 Palestinians, including 2 children and former prisoners. Meanwhile, 2 Palestinians were injured by live bullets during confrontations with the Israeli occupation forces in the village of Deir Abu Mash'al, north of Ramallah. And in occupied Jerusalem, hundreds of settlers stormed the courtyards of Al-Aqsa Mosque under the protection of armed Israeli police and security forces. Lebanon's official national news agency said the Israeli army blew up houses in the village of Ait al-Shab in South Lebanon. The agency also reported clashes between Israel and Hezbollah in the area. Earlier, 6 women and children from the same family were killed and 8 others injured in an Israeli drone attack on the Nebi An'am neighborhood in Biqa, or Baalbek that is, in eastern Lebanon. The drone attack came after Israel assaulted sites in Beirut, southern Lebanon, and the Biqa Valley overnight that it said are used by Hezbollah to finance its operations. Hundreds of families fled homes near the targeted locations ahead of the strikes, with no casualties reported. Lebanese security sources also said Israeli strikes landed near the country's only airport. Lebanese Hezbollah group said it had downed an Israeli drone. Thank you so much for your time.